welcome. Our internet speed is slowly increasing, but if it's a little choppy at the very beginning, I am sorry. But it's so good to see. It's been 2 weeks since we've been able to do a live stream, so I'm so excited to be here with you today.
It's like you're all in there, and like I'm just pushed off to the side. These chairs don't allow us to get very close to one another.
Oh,
I know.
So sorry.
And
how
we
is
grainy?
I'm sorry.
We moved into the good internet, and then all of a sudden we started doing Thursday night lives here at the shop, and like the internet's like, I don't know if I'm gonna work for you.
I don't know why. I'm hoping it clears up. It's like trying to the speed is. We did a speed check. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and start saying hello to some people, and moving forward, hopefully it will clear up.
I'm not gonna say hi to everybody, just some people.
You know, some people who comment, whoever comments.
This would be easier to do.
What's up, Crystal? She got her headband from the Indeliverable Mail Unboxing. I'm so glad that Naruto.
That's it. I apologize.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
it's Naruto.
I'm sorry.
What's up? I'm like a child waiting for Christmas. I always seem to miss the live chats, but not today.
Not today.
What's up, C. Pitchford? Let's see. Oh, or Crystal. You're also Crystal. So we've got 2 Crystals. We've got Dr. Crystal and Crystal, right? Cool. What's up, Trey? Good to see you. Hello, Toy Niece. So good to see you. What's up, Jessica? I was just talking to her. We were having a good conversation about driving etiquette the other earlier. Amanda Brown, hey, how's it going?
I guess I could sit right back here behind you. That
hey, whatever floats your
fully
bubble.
In here. I'm not excited with this video quality tonight.
I'm hoping it keeps trying to like increase, so I'm hoping that it'll do that.
It's just so grainy.
Mary Ellis and Christopher, hello, good to see you. Hello, Heather. What's up, Louise? I'm really enjoying this. Like,
I know, right?
Haskell, hello, good to see you. How are you today? Hello, Mark. It's so good to see you. What's up, Anthony? Very good to see you. Hey, Christy. The new shop is going well. We actually did an email for the people who have purchased from us when we were at our warehouse, and then we posted something on the Facebook, on our Facebook pages. So I'm hoping that it'll happen pretty soon, like, you know, start kind of picking up. We haven't done like an official like hard launch, but we're doing kind of a soft launch. And we actually had our first sale today. Somebody came in to pick up something from Facebook Marketplace, and they looked around and they got a couple of other items inside the shop, even though we weren't fully set up. So
yeah, that table from the unboxing that came out,
not the tabletop
yesterday, but there is that dining room table, the 4 or 5 piece set. I put it together today. I listed it and it was sold within an hour, and I ended up selling it for $120. I think we talked about doing it for $100 in the unboxing. I'm like, I put it together. That's worth $20, and it was probably one of the most complicated things to put together ever.
Well, they didn't have to do it. So,
but he was on his way. He left Little Rock, and then he got here in like 25 minutes. And so, yeah, I was excited.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was really excited about it. So hopefully they'll be back. We had pretty good conversation. So hopefully they'll be back. Let's see. Hello, Melissa. She is on Facebook. Hello, Annabelle, also on Facebook. We are streaming to Facebook right now in both channels. So if you don't see the comment that I'm referencing, I'm going to try to put it on the screen. That way everybody can see it.
Yeah, and we were going to only stream on one for a while, but then I realized like there's so many people who don't get notifications and stuff. I'm like, let's just blast it out to everybody who watches us.
See what
happens. Then y'all can settle on in where you like to watch it best.
Let's see. Is a speed check like a sound check?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, it is. We just go to the website and make sure that the upload and download speeds are appropriate, which they are. They're fast. It's just for some reason it's not translating on this live stream, and I'm not really sure why. Stacy is so excited to be here. We're excited that you are here as well.
And she made a comment below. Her eBay business has officially started.
Woo!
She got 4 items listed and lots of inventory.
Congratulations!
That she's been able to get for free, which is even better.
That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Pitchford, so no confusion. Okay, Crystal Pitchford. I will make sure to call you that. That way it won't be. I'm like that too. My name is Jessica, so there's a lot of other Jessicas out there, so I get it.
The real Jessica, please stand up.
As all the Jessicas stand up. So my maiden name is Lindsay. Before I got married, my name was Jessica May Lindsay, right? So Jessica is super common, so I thought maybe going by my last name. But like if I was in the high school hallways and someone yelled Jessica, like 7 Jessicas would turn around. And then I was like, well, if I go by Lindsay, then 7 Lindsays will turn around. So then somebody was like, oh, we'll just get creative and like, like J-Lo, we'll call you J May. So started doing that, but then all the Jamies turned around. So I was pretty much like, pretty much like doomed. But now my last name is Rensing. So if you call me Rensing.
Yeah. How many Rensings do you know out there? Maybe there's a couple in California. There's some in Illinois. There's a few in Minnesota and Missouri. And that's it, y'all. The rest are over there.
Over there, that'd be Germany.
Yeah.
What's up, in Tall Pines? Good to see you. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. TS Resale. I'm so glad that you've been able to make it to a live.
Yes.
Hello, Maria. I'm surprised you didn't mention like our seating arrangement.
Are we right today?
No, I don't think so. I think we're opposite. No,
we're right.
We're right. That's probably why she didn't mention it. That's what it was.
We're right. I'm right.
Let's see. We did have a great vacation. It was a very busy vacation.
It was so busy.
But it was really great. We had a lot of really great experiences, and the kids loved it.
I still have one more video to edit from vacation. I've been so busy. By the time I get home at nighttime and like get the kids, spend time with them, get them in bed, and that's usually when I used to edit the videos. I'm done. Like my brain is.
We've been doing so much, so we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Hello, Sunshine. We've missed you too. It's been 2 whole weeks, and it really feels like it's been a really long time. So,
I know.
Hello, Papa Bear Picker. Good to see you in Texas. Another Texan in the house. Hello, Rennie. Very cool to see you, and Jody.
We do so much business in Pennsylvania.
We do.
Like we do. We sell so many items to people in Pennsylvania. It's crazy how many.
Thanks for the support in Pennsylvania. We appreciate you. Stacy, hello. Let's see where we at. Edwin, hello. Good to see you. Comments are cutting off part of my face. I'm so sorry.
Are they?
Yeah, I guess when I put it up on the screen, it would.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay.
We don't need to see. It's yours.
Hello, Vicky. We've got some pretty good questions coming up. So for those of you who are just joining us for your first live with us, this is something that we do every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Except for lately,
the last couple of weeks has been kind of crazy. We're still trying to find new routines since we've moved both our house and our business. So it's been kind of crazy. So we're trying to get back into the routine, but we answer questions. We talk about whatever it is that you guys ask us to talk about, as long as it's family friendly and not controversial. There's a lot of controversy talk out there, and this is a place where we set that boundary so that we don't, so that it can be a safe place for everybody to be able to talk. So we're getting into some pretty interesting questions. So I'm going to go ahead and start answering those. And we'll see where this conversation takes us. Okay. So Stacey wants to know, what's the best money maker from your last pallet unboxing?
Well, the one that actually made us money, it was the one that we did last Saturday. It was the first pallet that we did from Wholesale Logistics, an Amazon Overstock pallet. We got that JBL surround system.
Yep.
And we talked about pricing it for like $450 or some. I don't remember what it was, but I remember when I ended up selling it, I ended up listing it for $550 on eBay, and somebody offered $450, and then I countered offered it $500, and they countered off at $475, and I was like, after shipping and fees, that'll be right at the $400 that we wanted to make. So they paid for it. It's shipped. They've got it. So that is the most, I guess the best money maker from our last pallet unboxing.
Yeah, and then the last unboxing that we got, we haven't listed. We have not listed. Is it listed?
No, except for the bike, the exercise bike. It's kind of funny. The exercise bike was missing lots of screws and stuff. We thought that the table might be, but it was actually the exercise bike that was missing lots of screws. But the table, if you remember, the last item that we unboxed was a dining room table set. It actually listed it, and it sold within an hour.
which is awesome.
Yep.
Jessica says that she has some exciting news, did a DNA thing and was able to connect with my dad's birth family that he never met, found out more about where I came from. That's so
awesome.
Cool. That's
really
so cool. I'm actually one of those people that my family tree is actually pretty easy to track down. So I don't really get those kinds of surprises because I've got stories and pictures and all kinds of things from both sides of my family. And lots and lots and lots of stories. So I'm really blessed to have that. But it is so cool to see stuff like that. My brother-in-law, he had recently got some more information about his family too, and I thought that was so cool to hear about. So
yeah, he's been doing, what is it, genealogy.com?
Is that what it is?
No, ancestry.com.
Yeah.
So he's been going back to my side of the family too. And I think we've got back to like the 1600s in Germany for rinsing. My mom's side, not so much because they have traveled a little bit more than mine. But it's pretty neat when you find out that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Edwin wants to know how long we've been doing this. Joe's been doing it longer than me because when we got married, he was actually doing it
probably
on his
10
own.
years total.
Yeah.
3 of those years was part-time, and then the last 7 have been full-time. And I would say we made money instantly, but it was also one of those things where, I mean, I started this business with a box of cell phones, and then here we are now. But I mean, it really just depends, you know, on how. I like to ask those questions, and not to make it difficult or a hard answer, but it can be as profitable as you let it be. Meaning that as long as you're not using the money for personal gain or personal expenses when you're building the business, you can become profitable very, very quickly. It comes into problems or issues. I would say a problem or an issue. But you're not as profitable starting out when you're having to use the money for personal gain. Right. Because if you buy a pallet for $500 and you make $1,000, right? But you need 800 of those dollars to pay your bills, but then you only have $200 left. Well, it can be very hard for you to buy a pallet for $200 and reinvest that money and keep going. So it really depends on you and how much you're able to reinvest into your business and nurture it while it's growing.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a really hard call to make because a lot of people who do stuff like this, they need the money. So the sooner that you can separate your personal and your business and start paying yourself like an acceptable paycheck, the better it is for you. And then, of course, in the nature of liquidation, you know, you can lose a lot very quickly. And the newer that you are and you don't have as much experience in like learning all the fine-tuned details of stuff, the higher the risk is that you're going to get hurt. And as much as I would like to share everybody like buy this and don't buy this, everything is so subjective that really experience is the only way you're really going to be able to make those decisions for yourself. So I try to give you guys, and Joe does too, we try to give you guys tools to be able to make those decisions so that you don't always have to come to us to be able to make a decision. And even then the risk is still there, even if we say, oh yeah, I'd buy that, because we get bad pallets and lots all the time. And we show them on our unboxings because we want to show the reality of it. But it does become fewer and far in between when you're more experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hope that answered your question, Edwin. I'm going to kind of scroll down a little bit. In Tall Pines wants to know the pics of our new place. Our new warehouse space. We did get a tour on the vlog in the life of Joe and Jess. But we're not going to do like a tour of our house, our new house, simply
because it's been in some.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you'll see it like in the background of stuff, but we're not going to do like a full, I just feel like that wouldn't be very safe to do like a tour so that, you know, I don't know, you guys would be fine, but you know, anybody can watch the videos and you really don't know the intentions of a lot of people. So we try to keep that as safe as possible, but the security here is a lot better and it is a commercial space. So I think we have done a tour of this area, but you know, give it a month and we'll give you another tour because Joe will probably rearrange everything.
We're good. There's only so many ways I can turn rows here. Although I did have the thought that maybe I turned the rows the wrong way. Maybe the rows should have went this way instead of this way. I have had that.
I've had that thought too.
But I haven't dove because then I could have just done one center aisle. and then forks everywhere we go. And then like pulling orders would have been so much better because then I could just go down one row and then branches everywhere I go.
He's going to move it. I know he's going to move it. It's only a matter of time, y'all.
I probably will.
But don't worry, that'll be on the vlog.
I mean, before we expand this other half, like, I mean, the whole thing's full, but as far as inventory being on shelves, it's on pretty much half of the space now. The other half is kind of like just storage and extra pallets and stuff. So before we expand into that, because inventory at some point in time, we'll have to go to that side of the space. Also, before that happens, I probably will end up drawing it out and seeing exactly how many shelves I can get this way versus this way.
Y'all started it.
And I started the thought the last week, but I didn't let myself explore it because we had so much going on. But now it's been rekindled. And the way that my mind works, it won't stop. Like I will just.
Maria wants to know where your beard comb is.
It's over there. But I trim my beard.
When it gets really long, he likes the comb. But
yeah.
This is his ideal like length. This is what do you guys think? He likes his hair this length. I like it too. It's nice. He's so nice. Amanda says I could really use the positivity today, so I'm glad that y'all are live. You're welcome.
And y'all should come visit sometime. We still got your mug, your coffee,
You need to come visit us. For real though, you do need to come visit, especially since we got a lot of stuff open up now. Let's see. Anthony wants to know, have we ever shipped big stuff, baby stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but thought about putting them on eBay, but big items to ship?
Yes, we sell items on Facebook. I've actually sold more items on shipping Facebook Marketplace this week than I have locally this week, and these have been items that are shipping. One thing that I like that eBay or that Facebook has recently changed in relation to shipping is they are allowing you to ship heavier items in which they will provide the shipping labels for you. You have to pay for it, obviously, where the customer pays for it. But it's a flat rate, like meaning that certain weights, like 1 to 2 pounds is one thing, and then 2 to 5 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds is one weight. And then anything, I think, over 10 pounds or 20 pounds, 10 to 20 is one weight, and then anything over 20 is another weight. But it's the same rate, no matter if it's going to California or Vermont, it's the same rate from where you are, which makes it a lot more appealing to customers who are further than you and you because it's a lower shipping cost. eBay, not so much. It's difficult with selling bigger items on eBay just because of the cost. But we used to do it, a lot of it early on when we were buying pallets, but not so much now. And it's not because we wouldn't, it's just because we strategically source items to sell specifically on eBay to ship. And then we strategically source items to sell locally here on Facebook Marketplace that happen to be people are actually buying them to be shipped to them, and they are actually paying for shipping.
Yeah. What's up, Tom King? Good to see you. Papa Bear Pickle wants to know if we're in the store. We are. This is the warehouse area. So these shelves back here are our inventory shelves. We've got like warehouse shelving over here that is probably going to go bye-bye at some point.
It's going to go back to the storage.
But it holds like some inventory that we need to still go through. I still have a pallet of baby gates over here, guys. Like I need to get through those. That's a project for later though. And then behind this computer is the doorway that leads to a very small, like the little small retail space that we've been working so hard to get set up. But I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of the work that we've done so far. We still got a lot to do, but it's doing good. And I'm giggling because of Melanie. Melanie wants to know, she needs some blinds. Do you know where she finds them? I am blind to blinds, apparently. If you guys have not heard that story and you want to hear it, it is hilarious. So let me know if anybody.
I forget.
Blinds.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody wants to hear that story and hasn't heard it, let me know, and I will retell that story because it is hilarious. We all have to laugh at ourselves.
And if you're wanting to find out more, like little funny stories, like about the blinds, we tell a lot of those stories in our Facebook community group. I believe there's a link in the description that you can join. Just make sure you fill out the stuff, answer the questions. But we share little videos there. I know Jessica shared a video there today about Desi. I shared a funny video the other day. We introduced Lucas to Well, we introduced him before, but he wasn't interested in Avengers. It was too loud.
Now he's all about it.
But we watched it the other night, and he was like, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk smash.
Oh, he was loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it. And then, of course, he loves, like, first responders everywhere we go. My brother is a police officer, so he's, like, all about it. And then he loves firemen, and he loves paramedics and ambulances. And so he's just, like, all the first responders. And so those are obviously in all the fight scenes as well.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know.
He was locked on the TV for a good 30-minute stretch. I don't know if he blinked, but he was like, I tried to get some popcorn, and he was like, argh.
Like he had the bowl, and Joe would like try to get popcorn, and he'd be like, and he was like, I made that popcorn for you. I can't have a little bit. No, he didn't make it.
It was the last of the kettle corn. That's why I wouldn't share it.
Let's see. Pitchford is asking that they've been seeing pallets and surprise boxes for sale on Facebook. How do you check to make sure that you are not getting ripped off?
Don't buy them.
It's a risk. It's a risk. And most of the time, if they're selling them on Facebook like that, we don't know. Like, if you don't know what they do with all of their inventory, like, you know, how they're selling it. I mean, you don't know if they're resellers and they're just selling mystery boxes of stuff they can't sell.
There's a lot. I would avoid them. I would just, unless they are locally to where you can actually go and look at it. The reason being is because there are a lot of businesses out there that are stealing videos from YouTubers. I haven't seen any of our videos up there, but they've stolen videos from a lot of people. They'll look like they'll unbox it from that, and they'll sell a mystery box for like $100 and then send them a box that has like one item in it. And then, but in the description, people aren't reading down the bottom. It's got like this is boxes for one item, and people are losing lots and lots of money. So
just be real careful.
I wouldn't do it.
What's up, Harold? Good to see you.
I was afraid that you wouldn't be here.
Let's see. Crystal, her first pallet. Woo!
It's exciting, but also nerve-wrenching.
Yeah, because you know, our first pallet. Let's just say I hope that your palette was better than our first palette, and if it's not, it is a learning opportunity, a learning experience. But I have full confidence that you're going to get an awesome palette. So let us know how it goes. Let's see. Sunshine says that because Harold said never fear, I'm here. Sunshine is now no longer afraid. So thank you, Harold, for that. I really appreciate it.
You make fear flee, Harold.
Vicky wants to know if starting out, is it best to get a resale certificate first, or get for a bit, or get a resale certificate and license and go?
So I would say if you're just wanting to date reselling and you don't know if there's going to be a long-term commitment there, I would just go. But once you've realized that relationship has matured and you're like, I think I want to stay committed to this long term, and you want to marry it, put a ring on it, then you go and get your resale certificate and make it official.
Yeah, because, you know, you don't want to go through all the trouble and then do your first one and be like, you know, because it's not illegal to resell things. That's why you can clean out your closet and sell all that stuff on Facebook Marketplace, make a few dollars, and it's fine. Now, if you want to make a business out of it, you're going to want to get a resale certificate.
Because you can purchase stuff tax-free that you plan on reselling. You're not supposed to purchase anything tax-free, only the things that you plan on reselling.
Life with Jess. What's up? Good
That's
to
still
see
one
you.
of my favorite YouTube names.
I love that name.
That one and Thugs Bunny. I just love Thugs Bunny. I was in, like, she comments like on every video. I guess it's he, I don't know, you know. But Thugs Bunny, them, always comment. I'm like, I just like Thugs Bunny.
Jody says that everything that they've been making, they've been putting back into their business, which is a great practice. Yeah. And then once you get to that point where you can just pay yourself, that would be even better. Edwin says that they've been, I guess, losing at the flea market, which is not surprising. Honestly, we actually closed down our flea market because of COVID, because people were not shopping. And as much as people tried to do like curbside pickup, it's really hard to do curbside pickup for something like a flea market because there's a lot of one-off items. And that's a problem that we still run into with marketing, because a lot of, like, you know, Shopify and all these ads and stuff like that, they're for products that you have multiple of, like retail. So flea markets are kind of like that, but in physical form. So I feel you. I get it. And so this is one of those times where you have to be really creative about, okay, how else can I sell these items in a way that can make me profit? And that's when you just go to the drawing board and you try to get creative. And that's what Joe and I do, especially if you get like a lot of items that we can like bunch together and lot together and sell so that it is profitable to sell online or whatever it is that we do. We just have to you have to get creative. So yeah, let's see. Oh, Crystal said that it was great. Her palette was great. So you already unboxed it. So awesome. That's exciting. Very good. I hope it continues. That's what I want to see. It continuing. Marielle says, I had a package come back to me. You tried to deliver and buyer never went to pick it up from the post office. What's your advice on what to do?
So there's a couple, if you sold this on eBay, here's a couple different options that you can do, all of which are acceptable to eBay. If the item was attempted to be delivered and it never was, and it was shipped back to you, then you don't have to refund the buyer, technically by eBay. That you can also, what I usually do, this is the option that I usually do, is if I get the item back, I don't want to keep somebody's money. So what I'll usually do is whatever it cost me to ship the item, like if I do free shipping, and whatever the fees are that I had to pay, I will refund that less to the buyer. Like whatever, if it was a $20 item and shipping cost $5, then fees were $2, so that would be $7. I would refund them $13 back to them, and then I would keep the item, and then I would just relist it and then go about your way. And both of those, eBay, will back you on those. There was another third option, but I can't remember what it was.
Vicky wants,
but both of those are good options.
Vicky wants clarification. Okay, resale certificate and license for a store. Which, yes, if you're going to open up a store, then you should absolutely have that because lots of reasons. Protection, taxes, to be official, all those kinds of things are super important. So if you're not just like, selling some stuff on Facebook Marketplace every once in a while, that's very different than opening up a brick and mortar. So what's up, Beth? Good to see you. Annabelle. Okay, yeah, okay, that's Annabelle from Facebook. You moved to YouTube.
So I guess the signal is better here on the YouTubes than on the Facebook.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Denise says our chemistry is awesome.
Our fights are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Hey, we haven't.
It's
probably been a couple weeks.
But honestly, we're too tired to fight at this point. Like it has been the last couple of weeks. I think, I will say that our fights do become more productive as we move along through a marriage because, I don't know if you guys know this, but we regularly go to marriage counseling even if there's nothing wrong. Marriage counseling is not a last resort for us. It is our first resort. So
it's like preventative maintenance.
Yeah. It's like getting your oil changed, I guess.
It's like you get two people, like they've
had getting your car washed. No.
Like, issues in past relationships and how they are raised.
Honestly.
With all the hurts and pains caused by this broken society. Then you put them together, and then you expect them to be perfect and not ever need any help or anything.
The most important thing about marriage counseling for me is the realization and like the very specific realizations of how he thinks differently than me. Because a lot of times what he says to me means something completely different to me than it does to him because I think differently or I'm motivated differently or my behavior style, like how I respond to things is different. Like, for example, in the decision-making process, Joe is very like, jump now, ask questions later. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If there isn't a bridge, we'll build one. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Now, for me, I want to study the map. And I want to know exactly where everything could be. I want to know all the possible obstacles that might come in the way. So a lot of times when we have conversations,
I interrupted you.
I mean, you do, but I'm
the initial decision.
I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Yeah. But yes, he does like that. But like just for the simplicity's sake, like I am very much led with how much information can I gather before making a decision. And with him, it's like, okay, I've got this information here that's good enough for me to say, let's just do this. And so when we first started making decisions about like what pallets to buy or what direction the business should go, Joe was not waiting for me you know, and for me, I was refusing to make the decision. So things would, and then when the decision was bad, I would blame him, and then he would be like, well, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, well, you know, and so there would be all of this issue. But now that we've gone to marriage counseling, we've been able to really sit and be like, oh, this makes sense in a safe environment where, you know, nobody's getting like defensive, you know. And so it really helps, like, not just with business, but with life and just all kinds of stuff. We just understand each other a lot better. And really, I think the main thing is we understand how much we don't understand, I think is the big thing. So it makes us slow down and ask lots of questions. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Cool. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll down. Amanda says that she will for sure come to visit. You for sure come to visit. You better come to visit. I don't know. I'm getting to that point where I'm a little loopy. So
I was like, you got tired fast. Because you were fine like 37 seconds ago. And then out of nowhere, like, you're gone.
Look, it has been a couple of weeks, man. Yeah. Okay.
That'd be awesome, Jody. And I think at some point we plan on trying to have a little get together, maybe over Labor Day weekend, I think is what we were talking about. But then we were planning this, and then we found out we had to move, and then this is the first that I remembered it since we talked about this. I've actually been
thinking about it for the past couple of weeks, but my decision, like, you know, because of my behavior style, I want to have a lot of things planned before I present it to him.
I just want to go.
And he's like, let's just do it. I'm like, no. We got to figure a lot of stuff out here.
No, like, let's just, that first step, let's do it. Then once we make that step, we'll figure out all the rest of it.
And then I'm like, do we need funding? Where's the venue? When are we going to do it? Will there be food? I don't know. How many people would want to come? Do we need to sell tickets? I have no idea. So, you know, that's what's happening in my head, which is why I have learned to kind of have an idea for all of that stuff before I present it to him, so that when he starts saying, yeah, let's do it, let's jump, I'm like, okay, here's a starting point for us.
I'm like, sounds good. Let's just go. Yeah.
Ooh, Jody's taking me out for coffee. Woo! So excited. If you don't know any of the local coffee shops in Conway, we can go check out a local coffee shop. There's
several that are very good. We're the city of colleges.
So there's a lot of coffee shops.
There's like a bajillion coffee places. And then, like, each location has multiple locations.
Colton says that he sees a 50,000 square foot warehouse.
Oh, no. What's up, Colton?
What's up?
I know. That's too much, Colton. Nah. Jessica's like, I'll entertain it.
I mean, if we get to the point where we have enough employees to help us.
I don't trust myself.
I can keep you in line.
Whatever. Ain't nobody gonna control me? I'm uncontrollable.
Listen, let's talk about this for a second. Y'all will appreciate this, especially like you married couples. You guys will totally appreciate this. So when we got this space here, Joe was like, you know what I really like about this space? That the retail area isn't going to be so big that it'll force me to really have to concentrate on he knows where this is going, on the e-commerce business, right?
Oh,
He's like,
hey, there's a question.
There's no way that I can grow outside of this retail space. I'm like, you're right. It's great boundaries. Then couple weeks later, we haven't even opened this place yet. We haven't even officially opened it. And he's like, you know, if we needed more space
inside the building,
we could expand it inside of the building. I was like, no.
I set my limitations as the 4 walls, and then my mind goes to figure out how big we can make it inside of this space and what we can do.
Oh my goodness!
But anyway. I was like, yeah, we could. We can make a wall of shelves around here. People's workstations, and on the other side, there can be more retail space right here. But,
and I said no.
But we only have the parking lot's not huge. There's 4 businesses in here, although they don't have a lot of foot traffic for customers. So there's enough parking for probably 24 or 25 cars. So yes.
Anthony says, have you ever been up around St. Louis for pallets? I've looked online for stuff around there, but went to Market Street Liquidation.
There was one liquidation company there in St. Louis. They did a lot of auctions on their Facebook page. I don't know if they're still in business, but they were a couple years ago when we were filming for Extreme Unboxing. They were open because I was looking at trying to get some stuff, but I didn't like any of the stuff that they had then.
Yeah. Rennie says, I've watched different pallet channels. A lot of them make or say, hold on. Customs.
Customers pay shipping.
Customers. Yep. Okay. Pay shipping. And I know you guys always say, we'll make blah, blah, blah after shipping. Can you explain?
We do free shipping. A lot of times, when we do pallets and such, we buy most of the larger pallets with the intent of selling it locally. I know there are some times when items do come in that we can sell it online. When we do sell it online, we do free shipping. Just because for us, when you price an item and then you do calculated shipping is what, eBay calls it, meaning that depending upon where you live from us, eBay will calculate how much shipping is going to be. So for us, since we're in Arkansas and we would do calculated shipping, meaning that we would price the item at a lower price. Say it costs, I don't want to make it too complicated, but I like to do that. That's kind of like what I do.
You come to me for basic information. You come to him for details.
Yeah. So like if you're buying, like if you're selling something online that's $100, right? But it's going to cost $50 to ship to California, right? Or $30 to ship to Florida. Well, a lot of people, they would price it for $70 and then $30 shipping, right? But then for people in California, then it actually makes it a $120 item. Well, for us, that removes a big population center on the West Coast. Like that would remove Arizona, Utah, Oregon, Washington, California. And that's a big population center that I'm not willing to lose that amount of customers because we sell a lot to people in California. So if we were to do that, we would have to price it, for $50. So when we give prices, we take the price of shipping based off of what it's going to cost and the fees and such, and then we give profit that way. I know we do unboxings a lot differently than a lot of people. I'd say we do. I don't really watch any other unboxing people. Here and there I have just to see, but I know that we do it differently because we're trying to give an accurate depiction of what we're actually possibly making on stuff versus we'll make $100, but then not talk about that is actually $60 of that is going to go to shipping fees, and we're actually making $40.
That was a pretty good explanation.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. Harold wants to know if we decided if we're going to name the store or not. Right now on Google, it's just the Family Flips, but I'm not opposed to like the Family Flips discount deals because then you get like a double alliteration there.
My only thing is we used to be known as Conway Resell, and I'm not married to the name, but we do have a Facebook page, Conway Resell, that does have about 1,500 of our old customers that it's there. It's like, do we start over? Family Flips discount deals. But then it's like, I don't know. Right now it's just Family Flips, she said.
But that may not stay.
I need
we don't
some
know.
water.
Let's see. Haskell wants to know, how has any of the things from the Amazon boxes been sold? So which Amazon boxes, like the pallets or the coffin boxes? Because that is the question, because I need to, because that would be different. But I mean, everything is listed, and we are selling. We really make most of our money from new listings. Like once we list something, and then it usually sells pretty quickly. So that really depends. If you're asking specifically or just in general, let me know. Let's see. What's up, Aaron from Alaska?
What up?
Fingers crossed. I shipped a $250 smartphone day. Ooh, Lance.
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. It'll be good.
When we were selling cell phones, we probably sold 25 to 30,000 cell phones, and we only ever had issues maybe 2 or 3 times with people trying to get one over on us.
Yeah. Let's see. Joel says, do you think Box Flips is a good company to order a $300 General Electronics mystery box from?
No. I don't know. I can't say. I know Box Flips, they were selling a mystery box that was an Amazon shelf pull box that I didn't really agree with. It was a crap box that they were selling, and it wasn't good for resellers. The other boxes, I never bought any other boxes just because I talked to the owner. He knew that those boxes were junk, and he still chose to sell those boxes. And I just don't believe you sell junk to people knowing that it's junk and not really describe it accurately. Because he had actually asked us to unbox some stuff, but he didn't want us to unbox those boxes. He wanted us to unbox some other stuff. And I was like, no, like if you don't want us to unbox those, like I don't really, want to do anything, because then people may get on there and then buy those boxes. But he didn't want us to buy them because they were junk. Like it was just junk stuff in there. So I can't really speak for the $300 box. I know there are people in the pallet jacking group that has, TJ's not here. I just realized that there are those that are in pallet jacking group that have bought from box flips and have had some success. So I would get in there and ask some people, just make sure the people that do reply back, like, because I don't know, it's like some people, sometimes they act on behalf of companies. They are kind of like spokespeople. They have employees that are in. That's how a lot of these liquidation companies will have employees in the groups. So whenever somebody gets in a group and they ask about a company, they have employees that are like, yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
Or they'll have multiple accounts with different names that does the same thing. I know the liquidation that sells a lot of truckloads, they have a lot of people like that. And a lot of people get screwed over that way because it's not really actual people giving good feedback.
It's kind of like Amazon reviews, really. A lot of those Amazon reviews, I very rarely go. I love to read reviews, but I will not trust the ones from Amazon, because sometimes anybody can leave a review. So Melissa wants to know if you can sell us things.
I think you actually, was it you that left a comment about your mom having a bunch of items that you want to do mystery boxes? The name's not, it may not be you. There was somebody who commented on one of the videos that I just responded back to yesterday or the other day. But it depends what it is, and the price.
Let's see. Corey Havens, we love you guys. Can we get a shout out in Hubbard, Ohio? Why'd you ask twice? You didn't have to ask twice. We would have done it when we got to it.
What's up?
No worries. There's
anybody else there, Corey, that you would like us to shout out?
Harold said third option is to let buyer pay shipping.
Yeah, I commented down below that was a third option.
Thanks, Harold.
Yeah,
appreciate that. What's up, Muriel McDonald? Another Jessica. Woo! Let's see. Hello, I'm trying to start buying pallets. Can you give me some info? I love you guys. So that would be a very long conversation. But basically, if you're wanting to start buying pallets and you do not have the funding, I would suggest that you start very slow. And here's some, I'm just going to give you some tips, right? Some tips to get you started on your research. Because I unfortunately, I could talk about that for 10,000 years and really not, it's just such a complicated thing. So start really slow. That means that if you can start with buying lots and boxes, if you can't even do that, I would start selling your blender. You can go without a blender for a few months, right? Sell your blender. Do you need toast? Like, do you really need toast? Sell your toaster. Do you have clothes that you don't wear? Do you have a leather jacket that you like? Do you have like really nice clothes that you're like, these are really nice, and I don't, at some point I'm going to lose the weight and I'm going to want to fit into, like, do you have any of those things? Like, sell those things first. Use that money, buy lots and boxes. Then you sell that stuff, reinvest that until you grow it to a certain amount, and then, start buying pallets. Keep in mind that the lower the condition, like if you get in like salvage and returns, the higher the risk it will be that you don't make your money back, but you can also potentially make more money because it's cheaper on the front end. But if you are a risk-averse person like myself, buying like overstock or shelf pulls, although more expensive, is less risk. Just research, watch lots of YouTubers, blogs. There's a lot of people on Reddit that have great information on there. Learn from other people's experiences and make your own new mistakes. So I hope that helps. I think there's a link in the description. You're on YouTube, right? Yeah. So there's a link in the description for an ebook that I've written on how to start flipping liquidation pallets with little to no investment. You can buy that on our website. It's a quick read, 27 pages, and kind of breaks down everything that I just said to make it a lot more manageable and usable. So I hope that helps. I hope that's a great starting point for you. I wish I had way more time, but unfortunately, I don't. So I hope that's I hope that's how, that helps you get started. So,
Good job.
Let's see. Burn Girl, what's up, girl? Burn Girl 56.
What's up, Bernie?
They said it's the same quality for her. Okay, well.
Sweet.
Yeah. What's up, Ray? Thanks for loving our videos. Is it because of me? Because I'm the funny one? I'm pretty sure that's probably what it is, huh?
That's exactly.
No, you know what it is? It's you because of your awesome haircut.
I think it's because you're funny, babe.
Oh.
Because I don't always have an awesome haircut.
Let's see. All right, Corey, stop asking. I already done shouted you out. Let's see. It's okay, Louise. You are getting work done. We know that you're here with us in spirit. What's up, Ms. Miller?
We're coming to San Antonio next vacation that we go on. I believe you're in San Antonio.
Ooh, that's
what
exciting.
Do I remember?
What's up, Kent? Good to see you. Denise says that you wish you were like that, but what was it that I described that you wish you were like?
Don't you wish that?
I just don't know what it is.
And then you got the dance. We were told.
Oh, look, please dance. And I just did it. Ooh.
We were told to stop dancing, remember?
Yeah, but I'm going to do what I want. Let's see.
I got a long chin hair. It keeps shining right there somewhere.
From New York to Alaska. Are you going from New York to Alaska? That's a long drive. But there are so many things that you can stop by on the way.
I mean, do you just go straight through Canada?
No, you have to.
I mean,
unless you take a boat.
Have to. I mean, you can go around that way, but you can also go around that way. What's up, Aaron?
What's up, Aaron? Better let them never. The party's here. All right, Corey. I think you're not even real anymore. I'm starting to think you're not even real. Okay, let's see. What's up, Sandra? It's okay that you're late. Yeah. It's still a party.
Still
a party. I think Jessica called for the first goodbye yet. 30 minutes in. Should we be offended?
Did she do the mustache then? You hadn't done a mustache yet.
I did.
Did you
do the mustache?
I didn't see it.
You were talking. You were teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica, exactly. What do I wear? What are we going to do for games and activities? I'm sitting here even thinking, like, do we need to have entertainment? Like, should we have panels? Like, should we have, like, Q&A panels? We're talking about, I think we're catching up to the part where we were talking about.
I understand. I mean, you just show up. You get a hotel.
Let's see. I'm trying to kind of scroll, trying to catch up a little bit. Because I think we're a little behind. Let's see.
Jody, Conway's way different now than it was in the 90s. It is crazy. Just be ready for roundabouts because every corner there's a roundabout now.
Let's see. Ray wants to know if we're hiring.
Not right now. We've got 4 people that we've hired, and I can't see us with the current limitations being able to hire anybody.
But maybe someday.
With what we have.
Let's see. When is the rally? We don't have one planned yet. It's like
we thought about Labor Day weekend.
It's
a 3-day weekend. The people who are wanting to travel, they would have an extra travel day. If those
and it won't be ridiculously
actually
hot.
Work, Labor Day is still hotter than the 80s.
I mean, when is Labor Day?
September.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was later.
Yeah. Would that be Later Day?
Later Day.
I got it on that one. You think I'm funny?
Okay.
We look so tan. Is that the lighting?
I think it's the lighting.
Because I'm like, dang, it's like
I was just thinking, I'm like, I am really shiny.
I'm like really tan. I'm like, holy cow, I've been in a tan.
It's like you can reflect the sun off my face. But that's just because of humidity. And I haven't touched up my makeup since
Well, I do have this one light here. And it is catching my forehead right there. It's like a big old mirror.
I look like I have highlighter on. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
This is real life. This is what we do. We just forgot y'all were there because we'd have been looking into in a camera. Y'all just get to witness what happens. This is what we do when we get ready to film an unboxing. We're like,
my bad. Beth, thank you for answering. I appreciate that.
Duncan evidently doesn't like me talking because I should just eat bacon and then I just go on and on and on and on. I do. But this is my channel, you know?
Uh-oh.
Did you skip?
I did.
Oh, you were at 7:36, so you're almost there.
I just now realized that there are timestamps on this thing. Okay, here we are.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
And Duncan said something about he would never buy mystery boxes because they're all seller rejects. And I would say that is not true. There are lots of mystery boxes from
junk.
mystery companies that are actually very, very good, that are not rejects. But there are some that are filtered through ones. Just not all of them.
So Haskell was asking about the pallets. He was asking about, that's when you went to go get water.
I got you.
And we were talking about the...
We've been selling lots of stuff. You know, we sold the JBL sound system. We sold the suitcase that was all scratched up. We sold it for $35. We sold the table that smashed my hand. It got sold for $40. It's actually, somebody bought it from Georgia. They're paying like $20 to have it shipped. So they paid $60 for a $90 brand new item that's missing the bottom base. We sold a table today. I don't know. We sold lots of stuff. We did unboxing the one from Saturday that had like the camper door thing. It sold today for like $70. So lots of stuff's been selling, but I can't keep up with everything because we sell, you know, 20 to 40 items a day. So I don't always know exactly what's going out on eBay, but I do on Facebook.
Sandra wants to know, do you guys ever require a signature on an item? If so, what's your threshold?
I mean, right now it's kind of iffy right now anyways because they're all just, the drivers are signing because of COVID. The individuals aren't actually signing, so it's kind of, you know, I can only think of one time that I've actually required signature verification, and it's when I shipped $1,200 items, two $600 items, a $1,200 item to Canada, to a person that had they just created the account to buy the items because I believe they found us on Google, and that's the only time.
Yep. Melissa says, do you guys have problems selling on eBay like fake offers? Well, we've had problems selling on eBay, but that's our own fault.
Fake offers, no, just because we have both of our accounts have like 3,000 or 4,000 feedbacks. If you are a new account and you don't have a lot of feedbacks, you probably will get a lot of fake offers. But you know, it's just part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you get more feedback, those will stop.
Louis says, I bought from Box Flips. Don't do it. I learned the hard way. Carol says, here to learn, just starting. Well, welcome to the fun times. Welcome to the reselling community. So let's see. Sheila says, what company would you suggest for a good start? Unfortunately, there's not a straight answer for that question. I think it really depends on how much time you have, how much space you have, and how much capital that you have. So, you know,
and your geographic location.
Because, you know, pretty much you're going to have to figure out a local way to sell. If you're going to be buying liquidation, you got to figure out a way to like, if you're going to do like, I don't know, monthly yard sales, or if you're going to open up like a small space, if you're going to have a flea market booth, if you're going to do Facebook Marketplace, you got to have a way to move that because you can't guarantee that everything will be profitable to sell online. So, you know, buying stuff that you know that your local market will buy. So, you know, we do a lot of Amazon stuff because a lot of home decor and baby stuff comes on those majority of the time, and pet supplies and stuff like that. And those three items are super popular here in Conway. So that's why we choose the stuff that we choose. And then, you know, if it can sell online, we do that as well. So that may not be the case, you know, because here we've got 3 colleges. So we've got lots of young families, lots of babies being born here in Conway. But if you're in a place where there's a lot of older people, then those kinds of things may not sell as well. So you got to be kind of knowledgeable about what is being sold there, and then source according to that. Also source according to how much can you buy at one time? How much are you able to list? How much time do you have to list at one time? Because you really want to get those things listed so you can get your investment back as quickly as possible. So, you know, knowing those things, I would personally look and start locally. So looking for liquidators that you can go in and see product with your own eyes and really kind of see that and kind of start there, because when you can see product with your own eyes, it really lowers the risk, and that would really, really help. So it may not be the same places that I buy from, but it may work for you. Do you have anything to add?
No, I mean, it's a lot. You know, reselling is simple, but there's lots of variables. There's lots of spokes.
There's a lot. There's a lot to it. I guess, I don't know. I guess one of the ways that you could do it is you could always start studying like business models of other YouTubers out there or bloggers or whatever. One thing I did like about Extreme Unboxing was that the people that they chose to showcase on that show had very, very different business models. And so the pallets that they bought were all very different. So that was really cool. So you can kind of see like, okay, this person is reselling for this reason. So they're buying stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see. I'm kind of scrolling down a little bit because I keep getting behind. What's up, the land of liquidation?
What up?
Let's see. Have we thought about doing workshops for the newbies? We have thought about that. We actually had like a liquidation education like membership group for a while, but we really didn't get the response that we thought that we would. I started with an ebook that was very popular. And I would love to, I'm a teacher at heart. Joe and I are both teachers at heart. We would love to do workshops and stuff. I just don't know that that's really what people want right now. Like, I think that a lot of people have an interest and say, oh yeah, I would totally do that. But then when it actually came down to like committing and actually paying for the time that we would take to put something like that together, that we may not get the outcome that.
Yeah, we value time so much. And especially our time, because it's our time, and that we love helping people. We really, really love helping people who are hungry and who are doing the work and creating a business that works for themselves. Unfortunately, not everybody is like that. Some people, they just want to be handed information, and that's not Jessica and I. Like, we want to, like, we would rather spend 50 hours with 5 people than spending 50 hours with 50 people. Like, it's not about how many, it's the quality. And we want to spend the time with the people who are really going to put the information to use. And we don't really have a way to be able to gauge those people. And until we do, like, we don't want to just spend our time on people who aren't, not to say you're not, but just talking about the reasons why we don't, because not everybody wants it. Like, they say they do. They want the information. They want to do the stuff. But unfortunately, not everybody does. Like, that's why do you think on all of our videos that you watch, there are all these Amazon courses and selling courses from all these gurus, because they know that people are willing to just spend money to get information. And that's not us.
I think, you know, one of the things that I would love to be able to teach are the things that are extremely boring to learn, but are the reason why we're successful to begin with. You know, like, I would love to spend time really teaching somebody like the very basics of what a business model is. A lot of people don't really understand what that means. And I didn't when we first started. And it was coming to this progress of, like, you know, we kind of did it the hard way, where we just kind of built up, made a lot of mistakes, could not figure out for the life of us why it wasn't working, and then had to come back to the basics and realize, wow, our foundation is really not strong. And so anything we built as soon as it came to a part where it was really difficult, it would all come crumbling back down. And so one thing that I would love to be able to do for people is to teach them how to build a sturdy foundation, do all the hard, tedious work on the forefront, build a sturdy foundation so that when they build, their building can go up fast and stay up and weather the storms and all the things that, you know, comes with it. But I don't know how to find those people just yet, if that makes sense.
It's the behaviors.
Yeah. Let's see. Riverazilla. How do you guys do your business with kids? We try and it seems hard. It is. It is very hard. I do want to say, don't look at all of our highlight reel moments that, you know, we have and say, oh man, they've got it all down, because we don't. Joe, believe it or not, Joe calls my closet the clubhouse, because I will literally, the bathroom, the closet's attached. But it is.
You go in that part of your clubhouse though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have no idea the depths of your clubhouse. It's not my clubhouse.
Because I get so overwhelmed with all the responsibility and all of the hats that we juggle, that sometimes I just need a minute away from everybody to like recoup. And you know, since we've moved, we have not had a regular homeschool schedule, which has been really hard on the kids. And sometimes when they're working here, I have to leave early because the kids just can't. They're done. So one of the best advice that I could give you, and something that I'm working to reestablish now, what made us a solid kind of well-oiled machine back in our old house and our old business, was that we had very well established routines. So the kids knew exactly what to expect from each day. The best that I can give them now is that before bed or sometime during the day, Joe and I really talk about our plans for the next day and the goals that we have for the next day. And then we report that to the kids before bed and say, tomorrow, these are the things that are going to get done. And it kind of helps. And then I remind them throughout the day, like, this is what's happening. I would love for them to have like a regular routine. But I don't want to set a routine only for it to change in a couple of weeks, because we still don't know about the success of the retail space and all of the other things that go in with it. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard. And you have to really, really want to do it. And that's really how it is. And you have to be prepared that you're not going to be very good at it most of the time. It could be like, we're not very good at it right now. Doesn't mean that we won't get good at it in the future and that we don't have like a huge desire. What are you laughing at?
I was reading Meredith's comment.
Oh, it doesn't mean that we don't have the desire to, that we're not going to finally get there. But right now we're in a transitionary state where any progress is good.
It's hard. Kids slow things down.
Yeah.
I think that would be just to have like rear back expectations. Just so that some days you're going to be able to get a lot of work done, and some days not much at all.
Mm-hmm.
But because just kids slow things down.
Yep.
So,
oh yeah. Let's see. What is the craziest thing you've ever gotten a pallet? I believe the craziest thing that we've ever got in a pallet was a used adult doll.
Yeah, life-size doll.
Yeah, that was really bad.
That was pretty crazy.
Believe it or not, it was my mother-in-law. It was his mom that unboxed it.
She opened it up. She's like, she's like, no, some big boobs. And,
luckily, his mom is not somebody who is like easily like astonished. Like she's like one of those women that feel like, you know, she's kind of seen everything. Like you can come to her and tell her anything, and she'd be like, "Oh, cool, all right, well, here's what you should probably do about that." You know, like there's very few things that'll like knock her off course. Like she's pretty level-headed for the most part, but it was still very funny.
It was.
And like the first time I saw it, I was gagging. I couldn't. Not that I have a problem with those kinds of things.
It's like rigor mortis.
It was the way it was like sitting.
And contorted his like wrist, and like it was just, you know, yeah.
Let's see. You unpacked a box of clothes that you purchased for around $100. Can you tell Carol where they were from?
I know we've got some from bargainhour.co and bargainbinsupply.com.
What up, Jim Taylor?
What up, Jim?
What up, Jim? Riverazilla, we kind of talked about that a little bit, so I'm assuming you probably just said it again. Keep in mind, we're behind on the comments, and you're not seeing a lot of the comments because we're streaming on 3 different platforms right now. So I'm trying to put them on there. But if we haven't gotten to your question and we're answering a lot of other questions, we probably, there's other comments in other places that we're all receiving in one chat. So let's see. Lewis says, let him know when you come to San Antonio.
It'll be next. I don't know exactly when the vacation is planned, but I know probably spring, March, April, May, sometime next year.
Bye, Stacy. Go be a social butterfly.
And to stop singing. Don't forget that. We should donate everything. No dancing, no singing, and quit talking.
Nah, that just seems so boring. Oh, Corey's real. What up, Corey? You're welcome for the shout out. I was like, I don't even think you're real.
Well, bots get on here a lot, and they'll say the same thing over and over and over
again. And New York to Arkansas, not New York to
That's Alaska. A little bit different drive. It's like an 18-hour drive.
It's souther.
It is a lot more south.
Harold says, you just show up to a hotel. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, Harold.
I don't know. Get together, family reunion.
Ray says we're working on a newly started bin store in Kansas. Very cool. I appreciate all the advice you give me, and yes, Jessica is my favorite, but you both are awesome. Namaste. Thanks, Ray.
Bin stores are tough.
Favorite. I knew I was the favorite. It's because I'm the funny one.
Yeah.
I knew it. Let's see. Let's see. Land of Liquidation says, I am a contract holder for a couple different major stores. As of now, truckloads are going up in prices, so pallets as well. But wait a little bit, maybe the prices will start going down again.
It's summer.
It is, yeah. Thanks for that information, though. I certainly appreciate you sharing that with everybody. Yeah. Let's see. Whoa.
You skipped. What's up, Tony? Tony Franklin. I just remembered. I saw your Facebook live video that you were doing the other day, and I remembered you had commented on our other channel, and I never responded back, and I apologize. I meant to jump on your live video that day, and then I see you down there somewhere at the bottom. So it's nice to see you, Tony Franklin.
Let's see. I'm going to a vendor lawn sale this Saturday. Should I add tax with price, or not even mess with it?
Which, you want the accountant's version? The accountant would say if you collect money wherever, what's cash stays cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Alice wants to know how hot it is for us guys. Super hot.
Yeah.
It's really, it's humid. It's super humid. It's not as humid as it was last week. I want to say it's in the 80s.
Was stupid.
I mean, it was like in the lower 80s, so it wasn't so bad.
No, it was in the lower 90s.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, index was like 101.
But then humidity was like 100%.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. And it's still about that hot now, but the humidity has gone like down 40, maybe 50%. And like you can actually breathe when you walk outside now.
It was suffocating.
Yeah, it was really bad. Let's see. Pitchford says, I think we should just get together and chill. You're overthinking things. Please let me know if you decide to do something and when it will be so I can start working on my husband. Will do. I think we're going to do it.
You make things too hard.
No, listen. Okay. When I was in high school, we had to plan like tournaments and stuff. And then like, I just, feel like planning would make things easier when like things go south, because things are going to go south. Like that's just, you got to plan for those things. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll get with my moderators and admins and we'll just kind of see what they think. And maybe I would love to do something over Labor Day weekend. I would love to do that. So I'm not saying no, and I'm saying
probably. Or another time when there's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. Because I think it would be really great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Whoa. No, I don't think I skipped that much. Da-da-da-da. Jim Taylor says they like mystery boxes.
I like them too.
Yeah. Harold, we did sell the suitcase. We did not donate it. I know we're terrible people.
But if any time that you would like for us to donate something, we are more than willing to take payment for that, and then we can donate it to a local organization on your behalf.
I'm really trying to, okay, guys, we are like at 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to try and get through here. If I have not answered your question, go ahead and ask it one more time, kind of at the bottom.
In caps.
In all caps, so I can make sure that I at least give you some kind of resource or answer before we go. Because I mean, we're doing so great. We're having such a great party, but like I'm moving way too slow through here.
What's up, Amber from Alberta?
So let's see. I'm kind of scrolling down here, but if I have not answered your question yet, please answer it. Ask it again in all caps. Let's see. Thanks, Jessica. How long do you sit on an item before dropping a price?
If it's Facebook, I lower the price every 7 days. Sometimes if it's an item that I priced high, I feel like maybe it should have sold for that price, but then I look at the views and it's not really getting any views, then I lower the price on Facebook. On eBay, I hardly ever lower the price on items. I just do sales, like 10% off, 20% off, 15% off. But Facebook, I at least lower it every 7 days when you go to renew the listing.
Mm. Tony says, because you both have been able to help understand Lance more, I would love to go full time with him someday. Thank you both. That is awesome. That's awesome. Husband and wife teams are super powerful. Super powerful. So I'm so thankful that you guys are like really on a good path and you're getting really successful with it. A lot of people are interested in a foundation course, so just let me stew on it. I may ask you guys some more things later. You know, just kind of giving some, like, I don't know. We'll see. I would love to do it. It's in my heart to do it. I just want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time by doing it. So just let me stew on it, think about it, talk to Joe about it, and then maybe in the Family Clips community page on Facebook, I'll ask some questions. Just to see.
We don't have any, just to be honest, like we don't have enough time to do the things that we want to do now. So like if we were to do something like that,
Uncle Bo,
there is going to be a cost to it because we are losing a substantial amount of money by giving that much time for it. And I would love to be able to give as much information away for free as possible. But like when we don't work, we're not doing things active in the reselling business, like we're losing money.
Yeah.
And we're just at that point now where we can just give all of our time without some type of monetary, you know.
That's another thing, you know, because every time, you know, I want to do a foundational course. I would love to do it for free, but I know that I will not be financially able to do that. So are there any good courses for starting on Shopify? I don't know.
Google and YouTube is your best friend.
Yeah. Kent. There may be some on like those course sites. I forget what they're all called, but you know, they sell stuff like you may find something on there. Yeah. I've never used one. I think just knowing eBay and stuff, Joe figured it out pretty quickly. And it's the interface is pretty user friendly. And they have a pretty good like resource team, like a help team service that can really help you. So, you know, Uncle Bo, we did not take your wrench away.
I think
we
just live with Joe and Jess channel. If you're in that channel, then you wouldn't have had a wrench there.
Yeah.
Just in the other channel.
Yeah. I can't see the comment, so it must be on the other platforms. But where in Kansas is the bin store? Did they say? They did not say, Stacy, where in Kansas the bin store was. So I'm sorry. I don't know if they're still here, but if they're here, I'll make sure to put. If they answer the question, they're on Facebook, I believe, is where they were. I'll make sure to put that on there to make sure that you can get it if they're still here. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm trying to scroll it down a little bit. Just trying to scroll it down. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's see. Pre-enroll. That's a good idea. Edwin says pre-enroll for those. You know, you can always do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's up, Jaime? Good to see you.
The bin stores make money when there are lots of bargain shoppers. The bin stores don't really make money from the resellers. They make their money like on the $1, $2, $3 days. That's where they make a lot of their money, not on the higher end days.
Mm-hmm. Edwin, we're not in South Carolina. We're in Conway, Arkansas. So you'd have to come to Arkansas.
But there is a Conway, South Carolina.
There is a Conway, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much do you use Facebook, and do you ship? How is it working for us?
We use Facebook every day. We do ship. It works well for us. We like Facebook Marketplace.
Ray wants to know who our favorite YouTube tutorials are. For processes, like especially regarding eBay, we really like Daily Refinement. Chris Lynn from Daily Refinement, he's pretty straight to the point with stuff, and is very process oriented. So we don't really talk about YouTube. Anybody who eBay, and how to run eBay. So that would be a great place to go there.
I don't watch any resellers on YouTube.
I also like TJ Pallet Flipping.
Just because I have a goal and plan for what I want to do. I found myself when I watch people in the past, I'll start getting ideas of things that they do that I want to start doing, and that's not what I want to do. So, and plus, I don't really have a lot of time. I don't have the attention span for a lot of it. So I just don't. I've got 3 kids in a business. You know what I mean?
The Treasure Bin JC.
But there may be other people that have some favorite YouTube tutorials.
There you go. That's who it is right there. The Treasure Bin JC, Treasure Bin Junction City, Kansas. So that is the bin store. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Let's see. Just started buying more items to resell on eBay. She's finding deals and they have nice solid comps, but she's just not getting any sale even with good feedback. What is she doing wrong?
It's a time of year, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people to look at the 5 Ps: the price, the photos, promoted listings, and the policy. I guess it's the 4 Ps, and your business policies. Meaning, what's it priced at? If it's priced competitively with other ones and it's good, what do the photos look like? Is she using promoted listings? Meaning, is she using eBay promoted listing feature where you're paying eBay to put your item in front of shoppers? Or what are your business policies? Do you offer free shipping, free returns, things like that? Look at those 4 things. If they're not all good in any of those, then adjust some. But it's also depends on what the item is. Like sales are down for a lot of people right now. Which is why we try to focus on items that people need and not necessarily want. We focus on need items so that no matter what time of year it is, that people still shop. But right now it's a tough deal because, yes, the economy's opening up. But there are a lot of people out there that still don't have a lot of money to spend. And if they do, they're just not buying a lot of want items. They're buying the need items.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it was Sandra that was asking about that place in Kansas, but he also wanted to let you know that they sell pallets and coffin boxes too. So I guess that's the information that you wanted. So yes, and we're all in this together. Everybody, there's enough room for everybody to eat here. So Christy Allen also says that Christy Allen recommends the Nurse Flipper as an eBay teaching, and the there we go, the niche lady. So I know, Trey, I'm trying to jump off of here because we are way over time, and I do have to get my kids, and my girls have an eye doctor appointment in the morning, so we do need to make sure we get them in bed so they're not cranky. But, yes, so all in all, I really enjoyed this. We actually talked a lot about reselling this time, which is not normally the case, but like I said, you guys lead this conversation, so we were having a great time. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really leaning towards doing a get-together either on Labor Day weekend or on some 3-day weekend somewhere. So keep a lookout for that. We'll go ahead and try to figure something out. And then as for the courses and stuff, we'll see. I'll ask some questions after I kind of digest it in my mind a little bit. So I at least need to get this settled before I even start working on the project. So be patient with me on that one. But as you guys have my email, if you're not part of the Family Flicks community group, be a part of that. We don't really do a lot of reselling stuff in there, but you can at least be part of the community. And if you have questions, you know where to find me. So we certainly appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we thank y'all. So until next time, are you gonna peace with
Peace.
peace? What happened? There we go.
We're not. Bye-bye.
I'm working on it.